What's up guys, Techmaster back with another video. So I was using the iPhone 16 Pro for 1 year as of yesterday, and I just upgraded to iPhone 17 Pro right over here, mainly because I was out of storage on my old phone, but yeah, you can see it right there. But yeah, today we're going to be kind of going over how this phone turned out and everything that I liked and I didn't like and all that sort of thing. So first of all, the 120 hertz display on this phone was a huge upgrade for me coming from iPhone 15. It was made the phone way more fluid, way more responsive, and just really kind of made the UI feel noticeably better here. And that's something that was big because I had an iPad Pro at the time, which I still do, and my MacBook Pro, so 60 hertz felt pretty slow. And yeah, I think if you're really used to it, then it's kind of hard to go back to 60 hertz. And yeah, 120 hertz is nice. It also helps with the efficiency of the display, so battery life was better. You can get the always on, which I did use on this phone. And yeah, it's a great feature, and I would highly recommend it if you like seeing notifications. But yeah, it does draw more power, so yeah, I'll go over that in a second. Also, the camera was a massive upgrade too, having like the 25x zoom and the 5x telephoto and all that sort of thing was a massive upgrade for me. Obviously the 17 Pro gets a little bit better there, and it does get a higher res telephoto camera, 48 megapixel with a larger sensor. But other than that, these cameras were top of the line and similar and same as 15 Pro Max and the standard 16 Pro Max, because these use the same cameras as those phones. And so yeah, that was a really nice upgrade as compared to the iPhone 15, which had only 10x zoom and only two cameras, but that was pretty cool. Also, the performance was excellent. The only issue I did encounter here and there was thermal throttling, which makes sense because it has titanium. Definitely not as bad as the 15. I just did notice my phone got really hot a couple times, mostly on the first versions of iOS 26, where it was lagging like crazy, and it was a real disaster considering I had just gotten the phone brand new 2 months prior. Uh, and then I just got back from a 2 week trip in Thailand, where I actually did buy the iPhone 17 Pro, mainly because, again, I was out of storage on this phone. I had a lot of GoPro footage I was filming, and my Snapchat was using a lot of data, so I ended up only having 5 gigabytes left and all that sort of thing. But yeah, this phone got really hot, especially while charging, but probably because of the high humidity and really hot temperatures, especially in South Thailand. It was like 95 degrees. But yeah, this phone did get really hot consistently and would like slow down the performance and that sort of thing, and that was an issue at times. Not drastic, but especially while charging, it was definitely an issue, and sometimes it would not cool off for a long time. So just be prepared, especially if you're out in harsh, sunny, warm climates. Just be careful about having this phone, especially in direct sun, and on its face or whatever, because it will get hot. But yeah, other than that, the performance was excellent. The screen, not actually a noticeable change because it was the same 2000 nits of brightness, but yeah, it was great, especially in terms of, less screen dimming than the 15s, and, just a general better, experience there. So, um, yeah, overall, I think this phone was great. Battery life was also really good. This one's at 93% after a year, which obviously my cycle count's a little different than, but honestly, this is better than before. The only time it's recently started going down was using the iOS 26.6 beta, and when I started using the always on display, that did start to drain it faster. But other than that, and it also dropped a couple points or percentages while I was in Thailand, mainly because of heat and that kind of thing. So I was at like 96% before I left, and now it's 93 when I got back, which makes I'm not surprised because of the high heat and humidity. But yeah, other than that, 93 is pretty good. I mean, that's what a good amount of people have experienced after a year. So yeah, but other than that, I think this is a great phone still, and it is a lot cheaper now than the 17 Pro. So if you don't like the 17 Pro, but you want a really nice modern phone, this is a great phone. I mean, especially maybe compared to the iPhone 17 like base model. Like if you want, the telephoto camera, the more premium design, the Pro chip, obviously, the, faster USB-C port, the 5x telephoto, like this is still a better phone in most ways. And yeah, it this is a very nice phone, and I would highly recommend it, especially for like that $600 sort of around maybe 650 price range. This is a great phone, and it has a lot of capability, and it will still last several more years. Um, so yeah, that pretty much covers it up, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.